Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Gabe.
It's Caleb.
And you guys are watching the 29th episode of the Positive Outlook podcast. We love coming on here and talking to you guys. It is our favorite thing to do, so we appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate every single one of you. And Caleb, what do you got to say?
Make sure to smash that like and subscribe.
Yes, he's a like and subscribe plug, so he's always got to say it. What are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about temptation and desire.
Okay, so I guess a very good anecdote we could apply to our lives, we always talk about it in the podcast, is the podcast started as a desire, no?
Mm-hmm.
It definitely did.
Yep.
And tell me how many temptations we've had along the way to just give up.
Billions.
Billions. Okay, maybe that was a hyperbole.
Slight.
Yes.
There's a lot of temptations.
Yes, we've had plenty of reasons to not continue. We've had so many obstacles. What's that?
Or people.
Yeah, just a lot of reasons in general to quit, but we never quit. We never give up. And so today we're going to share with you guys 4 steps to avoid temptation, and later we'll talk about desire.
Absolutely.
So to start off, we're going to talk about avoid tempting situations.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of situations in life, and this doesn't just apply with chasing a goal. This applies to a lot of things, like people who are trying to quit smoking.
Absolutely.
People who are trying to quit bad food habits. There's a lot of situations that you can be put in where just being in the situation alone will allow you to indulge in that temptation.
And it doesn't even have to be quitting necessarily. It can be on your journey, and there's situations that'll take you slightly off the path, and all of a sudden, well,
let's just do this now because we're here. And we've all had that. We've all given in to temptation. We are human. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
However, you have to understand that these 4 steps are meant to decrease your chances of giving into temptation.
Absolutely.
So the first one is avoid those situations. There are so many situations that will put you in that spot to indulge, and you don't want to, so why would you?
I give Caleb so much credit. Caleb from high school.
Yeah.
He was really good at avoiding those tempting situations.
Yeah.
Because they never lead to good things.
Never. So going into the second step, consider the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Consider the consequences of indulging in that temptation.
Yep.
You're going to hate yourself. Well, you're probably not going to hate yourself, but you're going to be pretty upset at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of goes full, like it's an endless loop of, okay, I'm not going to do this. And then you do it. And then you hate yourself or have that self-pity. And then you're like, okay, I won't do it again. And then it just continues that cycle of you indulging in it. And then eventually you give up. So if you can avoid that entirely, it'll help you so much more.
And that is not the only consequence. There are many situations where they will have many consequences. A lot of people, and this kind of is from the desire list, but a lot of people have these consequences and they have a hard time holding themselves accountable because this choice was made so long ago.
Yeah.
There's so many consequences on consequences. It's a domino effect. You make one decision and it can affect the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So consider that. Consider that with every single decision that you are going to make.
Yes. There's always going to be consequences. Consider them. Be aware of them.
Mm-hmm.
Going into the next step to avoid temptation is question your intent. This one is huge because there's so many times where you're like, okay, well, I'll go do this. I won't indulge in my temptation. I'll just go do this because my friends are going to do it and it'll be fun. And then you get there and you know the whole time that you're going to be exposed to what you were trying to avoid, and then you go anyway. So question your intent. Make sure prior to leaving or prior to doing whatever you are about to do that your intentions are pure.
Just ask yourself one single worded question. Why? Why are you doing this? Why?
Yeah, it's a great question. Because if you can step back and realize, well, I want to stop drinking alcohol. My friends are going out to the bar tonight. Do I really want to go to hang out with my friends, or is it to be around alcohol? And if so, why do I want to be around alcohol if I'm trying to avoid it? So consider the consequences.
And throw back to gratitude. Check who you're around. If you're in those situations, just make sure that you are keeping straight with the people around you, because your environment, throw back to episode 4.
Yeah.
You are a product of your environment.
It's so long ago.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Last one, keep your standards high. Appreciate yourself. Have that self-worth. Understand your potential and what you're capable of, and all the things that are getting in your way that are just, kind of crap on your shoe that you can tackle if you wanted to, but you have to question your intention.
You are better than that. You are set out on this journey to find yourself or to chase your goals, and you have such higher standards than the people around you. It's very easy to get swept up in the, well, he's doing it, she's doing it.
Yeah.
Who cares? That's not your standards. You know better. Just keep your standards high, because as soon as they drop, it's hard to get them back up.
Because then you've accepted that is part of your life at that point.
Absolutely.
You can't do that. That's not you. You're more than that. You're better than that.
I know you.
Pick yourself up.
You got this.
Yeah, come on. All right. So those are 4 steps to avoid temptation. Just to go through them again. It's avoid tempting situations, consider the consequences, question your intent, and keep high standards. Apply those 4, and you will be able to avoid most temptations that come in your life. Now, obviously, there's going to be times where it's unforeseen, but that's when you question your intention. And that's when you say, okay, I'm going to leave now. Or I'm going to avoid this because I don't want to partake in this.
And one quick little side note, if you are on a diet, one of the best ways to avoid it is to not bring it into your house.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go buy that junk food that you're trying to avoid and just have it sitting there calling your name. You need to just not have it. If you don't have it when you want it, you're just going to sit there and be like, well,
definitely.
This sucks.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Next one is turning your desire into real life. Mm-hmm. So desire transmutation. So starting with the first step is make a date or a plan right now.
Right now.
Like don't wait. Don't hesitate.
Pause the video.
Now pause this video that we're talking to you about. And I want you to write down what your goals are, what your plan will be, what your desire is, what you want your passion to turn into. And make a plan, make a date.
And we have talked about this over and over again about goal setting. When you make a date, it gives you a physical time to have everything done by. You are giving yourself a time limit. And again, when you're writing it down, you will have that date to look at all the time. And you will go, okay, I got to be working on this. When you feel like going into temptation and just taking a day off, you will look at that date and be like, I only got 6 days to do this or however long. And bam, you're right back on the grind.
And it makes it real.
Mm-hmm.
It does. Once you feel like something's real, you can tackle it.
And then when you make it on that date, you realize this is a reality.
Yeah. It's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like one brick at a time. Excuse me. So going into the next one, set a small, achievable goal.
Yep.
Something that gives you hope. Something that allows you to realize that this is real. This is achievable. This is something that you can do. Which you guys should know already, that anything you guys set your mind to, you can do. But it reinforces your beliefs when you set a small, achievable goal that leads to it.
Absolutely. How good do you feel when you achieve a small goal that's on your list?
I'm not going to lie. That is the number one feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It is the best feeling in the world when I power through something.
Absolutely. When you guys are in a long video game and you achieved the first level of many, it feels good.
Yeah.
You're on your way to the bigger overall story,
but
you got that first level done and you're like, whew, I can do this.
Never, ever underestimate the first goal. Because as we all know, life is a big brick wall. And every time you achieve a goal, it adds a brick to the wall. So never underestimate. You can't have the whole wall missing one brick. That's a bad wall. Someone can stick their hand right through it and slap you or something. You know, you don't want that.
Plus, you don't have to remember your first goal, but I will never forget the first goal I ever set for myself.
What was it?
My sophomore year of high school, I set the goal to get all A's my first semester.
Yeah. Did you do it?
I did it, and it felt amazing. Clearly, I remember it.
Yeah.
That was the first time I was like, okay, this is real. This is legit.
I don't remember my first goal.
No?
Nope. I don't. Trying to think back. I would imagine it would be something sports related, but I don't remember it all.
I mean, my first goal that I wrote down. I've had goals, but I mean, the first time I practiced it properly, it was just getting all A's for one semester. And I posted it right above. I had a bunk bed, and I posted it right where I'd see it before I fell asleep every single night.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think I did that. My first actual goal, I guess, coming out of high school was get my real estate license. And I did it. But I never really went into detail. I didn't set a date or a why or a how. I just went out and did it just because I wanted to. But no, honestly, I haven't really been into goal setting until this year.
Really?
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because it is such a big part of my life now that it's so strange. To be like, how did I function? What was I doing before I had an intention with my day?
I absolutely love goal setting. I'm glad I found it so early because it's crazy. It's something you can physically see.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Definitely is. Alrighty. Next one is commit. I just said alrighty, dude. I feel like an old man. All right, we'll go to the next one.
Okay, Joe.
Commit yourself big time.
Big time.
Do something that, you know, when you guys are watching a movie, I know you agree with this. You're watching a movie and you're like, dude, this movie is garbage. It is so bad, but you're already 45 minutes into it that you're like, all right, I have to see how it ends.
Yep.
I'm going to finish it. Just because I've put so much time into it already. And so that's something, Caleb and I guess we can use a little anecdote here, but the podcast, We were very unsure even of what the name would be. We were unsure how we would do it. We had no clue on anything. We ordered microphones.
Yep.
And that was a big time commitment because that cost us almost $1,000 just for the 2 microphones. And so we kind of took a step back and said, dang, we're in this now.
Yep.
And it made us do it. It did.
I'm reading Think and Grow Rich, and committing yourself big time means reminding yourself twice a day of what you want and how you're going to get it.
Yeah.
That is like the biggest point of the whole second chapter. I believe it's the second chapter. Because the first chapter is just the intro.
Yeah.
But there's some great stuff in there. I'd totally recommend the book, but it's huge. You have to commit yourself fully, 100%.
Yeah.
Everything you breathe should be getting you closer to your goal. Not literally, because,
Yeah, you can't get obsessed with it, but you kind of got to be obsessed with it.
No, you can definitely be obsessed with it. Be obsessed. I encourage you to be obsessed with it. It's got to be something that you absolutely, it's called desire.
Yeah.
It's got to be this burning flame inside you that makes you want to get up every single morning.
Nothing else in your life to matter other than this desire. Maybe that's a little extreme.
A little bit, but obsess over it. And that's okay. As long as you're still focusing on all the other important things like family and relationships and
drinking water. That's important.
Yeah.
So, all right, going to the next one. Baby steps, baby.
Baby steps, baby.
Always. There's going to be micromanaging. There's going to be baby steps. You cannot take leaping bounds every single day because you're going to lose motivation. You're not going to be able to do it. I hate to be discouraging. I love to encourage people, but so far as as a plan goes, you need those baby steps. You can't climb a mountain in one day.
Well, do babies climb mountains and fly planes before they can even crawl?
I would say no.
Do they run before they can even walk?
No.
Not at all, unless you're Tony Stark, apparently. I guess he was flying before he could.
Yeah.
But that's a movie, so...
It's a movie. Fictional.
The point is, you have to take those baby steps.
Yeah.
And it's by setting a small, achievable goal.
Yeah.
That is a baby step. That is your first baby step of many steps. And I love the quote. It's probably one of the first quotes I heard that stuck with me when I was told it. It was after a wrestling match. My dad told me a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step.
Yeah.
A single step. That's how every journey starts.
Yeah, it definitely does. I love that. That is incredible because it's so true. It's like at the end of it, you're like, I took 1,000 steps, but how did it start?
Right.
One step.
Well, in that saying, if you could do 1,000 steps in a 1,000-mile journey, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Can you take
you know what?
Can you take mile-long steps?
Yeah. Yeah. See, and that's not possible. You can't take those leaping bounds.
Yeah, true.
Got to do baby steps.
Exactly.
I said that on purpose. All right. Next one. Be accountable.
Be accountable. I think we've said this in millions of episodes.
Yeah, literally the 14 million episodes we have on this channel, we have said in every single one. And so it's as simple as it might not be your fault you are in this situation, but it is your problem. Sorry, I totally mind blanked there. It is your problem to get out of it.
It's your job.
Yeah.
It is your mission to get out of there. It doesn't matter who put you there, how you got there, why you're there.
Yeah.
Don't focus on any of that. Just focus on how can I get out of here.
Yeah. You're in a plane crash. You're flying over the, Appalachian Mountains.
Okay.
Plane crashes.
Yeah.
Are you just going to wait for the pilot to carry you back to where you were?
If I'm alive, no.
Okay, so say it's just you and the pilot.
Okay.
And you're like, listen, man, you crashed this plane. This is your fault. Carry me home.
Mm-mm.
No, you're just going to be like, it's my job to get out of here. And that's definitely a hyperbole. It's a widespread example, but it spreads the same message.
Exactly.
That it is it could be the pilot's fault that you're there, or a flock of birds. A flock of birds flew by, boom, you crash. It is maybe out of your control that you are there, but it is in control that you get out of there.
Question for you.
Okay.
Tell him I had a question.
He had a question for me, but his mic unplugged, so we're going to give him a second to collect himself. All right.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Question for you.
Yeah.
When you got COVID and you were out of the gym for 2 weeks,
yeah,
did you blame COVID for not being able to lift and give up on working out?
No,
Oh.
I didn't.
What'd you do?
I went home, got well, and then further, with my next steps in life, proceeded with caution.
Exactly.
Because I'm aware of the situation that can exist. I've been through it. And I feel like a lot of people are like that. Mm-hmm. We all are aware of situations existing, but we will not become cautious of them until we experience it.
Right.
And I feel like that is one thing we do as humans. it's people always say failure is the best lesson, because I could tell you it's the funniest thing. So or it's like, yo, don't go in that room. It smells really bad in there.
Right.
What's the first thing you want to do?
Go in that room.
I gotta smell that room,
Psychology.
Yeah. And so what are you're going to go smell that room? It's like, why? I just told you or it's like, yo, don't try that. It tastes so bad.
Or it's those Thug Life videos where the sign says like, don't do this. And it's just a video of some dude doing it with some sunglasses on.
And it's because there's a warning for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
There was no beneficial gain of going in there other than your curiosity. But that's how we, as humans, we will not proceed with caution until we've been stung.
I will never forget my mom was making pancakes, and I was probably 5 years old, 6 years old.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Don't touch the pan, it's hot." And I was like, and I just touched it, and I burnt my finger. And guess what? I never did again, intentionally.
Yeah.
I never touched that pan again.
And then you proceed with caution.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how we as humans work.
Yep.
And it's incredibly beautiful how ignorant, but how curious the human race is. And I love it. I really do.
It's something else.
Yeah.
And the next step is to motivate yourself.
Yes. Kick yourself in the butt. Light that fire. Get out of your bed. Get out of your house. Go chase something, unless whatever you're chasing is attainable in your house. In your house. But go out there. Do it. Chase what scares you. Chase what motivates you. Because at the end of the day, who do you got? Yourself. So why not make that person motivated?
And I know that I say often, I hate motivation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't literally hate motivation.
Yeah.
I just hate that people think all you need is motivation.
Yeah.
But I love motivating myself. I do it. I'll admit it's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
If I'm not feeling it, you're darn right I turn on some Tony Robbins or one of those corny videos with the uplifting music.
Yeah, it shows all the boxers.
Yep, and snippets of these crazy parts of motivational speeches.
Always Rocky training in every single one.
Yeah. That's because Rocky's darn good.
Yeah.
I remember in wrestling season my junior year, I decided I was going to watch one Rocky every day, just because I always felt so.
Yeah.
Even the cornier ones that are later on, I was like, okay, these are bad, but I'm still motivated.
Yeah. Same message.
So just motivate yourself.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna do it for you.
Just jump in.
YouTube might hop on YouTube, look up some motivating videos.
Positive outlook, maybe.
Positive outlook. We're here. We'll motivate you. Give us a phone call.
Yeah.
I think our.
They're on our business cards, but I don't think they're in the description.
No.
They can be, though.
But you can find it. You can find our number if you're dedicated enough. Motivate yourself.
And be ready for those beanies by motivating yourself.
Yes, beanies. Coming out soon. Be excited. Going into the next one. Keep doing it no matter what.
No matter what.
We all hit walls. We all hit trials. What do? We keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because what else are you going to do? You got a goal. You got something you want to accomplish. It's a desire. It's a dream. What does it matter if you spend 5 years of your life doing it? If it only takes 5 years of your life to accomplish your dream, that is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
5 years of your life, I mean, you could argue it's 5% of your life, which is nothing. You spent 18% of your life in school. Well, I guess you don't start school when you're 0. But
it's just a relative
figure.
Yeah,
It's relative. It's proportionate. Understand the message.
When Ty and I were driving down here, or
Who's Ty?
over here, my sweet mate.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I knew that. I was clarifying for the viewers.
Okay. Yeah, he sits in here while we record.
Yeah.
And so when we were driving over here, he goes, "Dude, can you just do something for me?" And I know we've had these talks, but I think he just felt like he had to say it. And I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Can you guys just never stop with the podcast?
Yeah.
Even if you guys do something, if anyone does anything for long enough, you are going to do it. There's just no stopping you."
Yeah.
The days that you feel like giving up and the days that you feel no motivation, if you get out of bed and you do it anyways, you are going to attain anything you could possibly want.
Oh, yeah.
Anything.
Without a doubt.
If you were on a boat, would you rather a captain who has been on the ship steering captains ships? I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. I don't know boats.
Would you rather a captain that's been steering ships all over the ocean but has never seen a rainy day in his life, or would you rather an inexperienced little guy who the only times he's taken his boat out has been through storms and hurricanes?
Mm-hmm.
You need to become a skillful sailor. You need the rainy weather.
Yeah, in the hard waters.
Yep, that was kind of a choppy little saying.
That's
there,
okay.
That's the point, because water gets choppy when it's stormy.
Yes.
So.
Intentional mistakes. That is what we are about here in the Positive Outlook Podcast, because they turn into lessons that you guys can tune into and listen to every Monday. We love you guys so much.
Happy Monday, everybody. Make it a great week. Find that desire. Chase that desire.
And stay away from temptations. I think the biggest, most important message there is question your intentions.
Absolutely. And again, you guys, we don't have our numbers out there, but we have our socials, and we answer almost everyone that's not a bot asking us to invest in some unknown crypto.
Yeah.
So we will respond. If you guys need some help, feel free to reach out. I encourage it. Just shoot us a message, DM, comment. It doesn't matter to me. We're here for you.
We are here as a pair. 2 minds are better than one sometimes.
And 3, if you want us in a group chat, we can do that too.
Yeah.
But if you prefer one of us, I won't be offended if you want to hang out with Gabe. But
yeah, vice versa, maybe. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it so much, and we hope you guys have a great week.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. See you guys.
Bye.